Welcome back to Cooking with Shotgun Red, and I'm Sheila.
I'm Jennifer, and I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for something really simple to make for dinner.
Yeah, something we can just throw together and throw it in the pot and go on.
Exactly. Easy. We're going to take you back and we're going to show you how to make this delicious recipe.
We are starting out with our pot on medium heat.
We're adding
3 tablespoons of butter.
And then
1 cup of Italian breadcrumbs.
And we're using Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, but you could make your own, whatever you have on hand. So we're just going to go ahead and brown these up in the butter until they get nice and brown and crispy. And then we're just going to set these aside in a bowl because we're going to use them in a little while.
Then in the same pot, we will add 1 tablespoon of butter and 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
And then we picked up some chicken tenderloins. So we've got
2 pounds of chicken breast tenders. We love our chicken.
And we cut these up into like bite-sized pieces. And we like to season the meat.
1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of pepper.
So we're going to go ahead and sprinkle this on. And then
1.5 tablespoons of Italian seasoning.
We're just going to use a little bit of this and reserve a little bit for later on. So we're going to mix that all in to the chicken and start browning it up a little bit. And then
1/2 cup of diced sweet onion.
Now you don't have to cook this chicken completely because it's going to continue to cook here with the other ingredients that we're putting in.
So we will let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes.
And that's looking good. So
then we will deglaze the pot with 1/2 cup of chicken broth. Then we'll add 1 pound of pasta.
We're using rigatoni pasta, but you can use any kind of pasta that you have on hand. If you want to use spaghetti or penne pasta, whatever you've got will work. So we're going to use this entire box, which is 1 pound of pasta.
Some marinara sauce.
Doesn't matter the brand. You could use whatever you like. I always pick up Rayo's or this Mazzetta. Whatever's on sale at the time is what I always get, you know.
This is starting to fill up.
Yep, it's a tasty dish and lots of flavor in this one. So we are just going to take this and combine this all together.
Completely coat the pasta.
And once that's completely combined, then we're going to add broth.
4.5 cups of chicken broth.
And this box has about 4 cups in it. So we'll add that in. And we can't forget that other 1/2 cup we still had left. And that brings us to 5 cups of chicken broth.
Whoops, we just realized we forgot to add the garlic.
You can't have Italian food without some garlic, so
there we go.
This should have been put in with the onion when we were doing it up front, but that's okay. It'll go in here and it's still going to cook, so it'll still be fine.
We love the garlic. So we will cover this and bring this to a boil, then turn it down to simmer for about 10 minutes. I like this copper chef.
Oh yeah, it's a great pot. All right, you can see this is boiling now. So we're going to turn this down just a little bit to medium-low.
You don't have to cook the pasta completely.
Yeah, you just want to cook this al dente because once it sits, it's still going to continue to cook. And you can see most of the liquid now has boiled off and into that pasta. So now we're going to remove it from the heat and set it over here.
And then we're going to mix in some mozzarella and Parmesan cheese.
I just mixed together a cup of mozzarella and 1/2 cup of Parmesan.
We got a lot of flavors going on
So
here.
we're going to put about 1/2 cup in right now and mix it into the pasta. And then
top it with Italian breadcrumbs.
And these are the breadcrumbs that we browned up and toasted earlier in the pan with the butter. The beauty of this recipe is you don't even need to turn the oven on, and it's a complete casserole.
This is another great recipe.
So we'll just sprinkle the breadcrumbs all over the top, and then
we will top with the rest of the shredded cheese. Then we will cover it and let it sit for 5 minutes to melt the cheese.
And that pasta sauce is also going to thicken up as it sits. So not only is it going to melt the cheese, but it's going to thicken up the pasta sauce, and it's going to be perfect. So we'll check it in 5 minutes. Yum, look at that.
Yummy.
So we'll take a little bit of grated Parmesan and sprinkle that on top.
It smells absolutely delicious.
And you know, this will feed about 6 people. This is a big pot.
Now let's plate some of this up.
Get us a big spoonful of this cheesy goodness. Wait until you taste this. It is so good. Like an explosion of yummy Italian flavor.
Ooh, look at that. All that cheese and sauce.
There's nothing better than the aroma of Italian food cooking in a kitchen.
Such comfort food.
Absolutely delicious.
Yummy. This is a real good recipe. I like this one.
And you can make this in 30 minutes.
Look at all that cheese and sauce.
It's quick and easy.
So good. So good. A little bit more shredded Parmesan. And as Steve would say, is this the easiest recipe you ever made?
If it ain't, it ought to be. We'll see you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Bye.
Well, that's Shishi and Jen, them two girls having too much fun. We hope you enjoy this recipe, and we really hope you subscribe to our channel. That's easy. Little Shotgun Red's face will pop up over here in a little bit. When you click on it, it'll say subscribe, then you're subscribed. Next to it will be a little notification bell. If you click that little bell, then YouTube will send you every single one of our recipes or a notification that we posted one as soon as it comes out. See you next time right here on Cooking with Shotgun Red. Is this the best? If it ain't, it ought to be.